I'm the ruler. Really, I'm just flexing, could go left or right with the flow. I'm ambidextrous, they flop, they fighting for life.
Welcome back to the Fix It Boy now here with Ari. We got the savior of this rapping shit in the building. But before we get to that, well, for say, big ups to our sponsors, Itopia Live, Herb, also Cannabis and Culture combined for one of a kind experience. Visit them at 10 A West Kings House Road, just across from Canadian Embassy. Also follow them on Instagram at Itopia Life or visit their webpage at itopialife.com for latest info on strains and merch. This video is also brought to you by
Lothian's Boutique. I put in here, guys. Lothian's Boutique. Follow them on Instagram at Lothian's Boutique, and you can check them out at 23 West Tradeway in Portmore. You can use my code Ariane10 to get 10% off your next bundle purchase.
Big up to all of the Patreon family, them, especially the National, them, DB, Tamu Good, Zach E, and Richard Vaughn. I get all of them, there we go. If you want access to bonus content, exclusive content, and content before it drops to our main channel, you can support us at patreon.com/affixja. There we go. As I say, I'm the savior of this rapping shit in the building. Friend of the show.
You dig?
You know, the original rapper.
Yeah.
Whatever form of platform. Jakal in the building. See it there.
From then till now.
Oh, you say it's it's Jakal.
You know,
What am I saying?
Jakal.
Jakal.
You know, it's all good. It's all good.
Talk like him.
Transition taking place, man.
See,
you know?
So, well, we're here to talk about your new album, The Transition.
Yes.
You
You're
know?
there by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Last couple of times for other people.
Oh,
Well, I'm not by myself, but
Roshan,
not as many people.
That is true.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, a good while we're not able to. Isn't it? Just
Yeah.
sick monks yourself and just be honest reason.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
The system done readjusted the way we have to move, you know, so
True that.
everything is kind of more compact now. Yeah.
And I was 6 feet apart and everything. Good.
Yeah, of course. You know what I mean? Definitely.
push me.
Social distancing.
But you are,
and all
yeah.
that.
Is it a second album? This
It's
since
the second
you know
album.
you've really started doing music.
Mhm.
Why the transition? Why you name it that?
The transition. You know, transition means change. And I'm definitely experiencing the change. I believe the entire world, we all experience a change simultaneously at the same exact problem at the same exact time. That's the first time in our lifetime that I've seen that. But as far as my personal life, you know, obviously I've experienced a lot of change from our first interview until now. You know what I mean? I've grown. I feel the music's getting better. People are telling me the music's getting better. So, you know, it's a transition as far as even just being from a deportee to now being a household name. Dare I say, on my way to being a world star. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
But definitely have to agree with you when at least with the people and that's the music I get better. Listening to the album, the music sound crisper, it sound better when you're rapping. You know, I hear improvement. You see me hear like me or somebody will look like they're getting to or they're in control of them craft. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I hear that from you.
I appreciate that.
And good for say.
Is it due to, you know, your association with Rush? Like
that helps. That has a lot to do with it. You know what I mean? I'd be a fool if I even attempt to deny that, you know, because just his experience and being around him, and then because we work so closely together, that the personal things that he goes out the way to teach me and try to show me, you know, that's helped me develop. Something with this album that it's the first time that I personally recorded myself with maybe about 70% of this album. You know what I mean? I didn't mix nothing, but just I got it set up at my house now. I turned my second bedroom into a studio. You know, it's my sneaker closet / studio. You know what I mean? So you know, probably that control that you say you hear and you see like I'm in control. It's literally like I really am. You know, so
you actually recorded it during the pandemic? Because when I went to we were invited to the album launch listening party.
Yeah.
I was the only one that went.
Yeah, I never get this.
No pre-men.
Jakal knows everything ain't keep me going.
Like the same time Nara was doing some personal
But you
transitioning
see,
off his own.
Yeah.
So
once see how I look at it, it's like
Keep
with
with them
Urban
legend.
Legend. With Urban Legend.
Oh, you're a man to a woman.
Oh, yeah, disease, man.
I mean, change. You know.
I
What
don't know
God,
why
yeah.
I take it so transitioning.
You always have to be careful with them.
Sad.
Right?
Anyway, Jakal, yes.
Yeah. But even with you being there, I saw him there as well because I know y'all together as a team. It's the same thing with Urban Legend. Like wherever Rush is at this point, people are gonna see me or hear me or ask about me and vice versa.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I get it.
Yeah, so you recorded it during the pandemic?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what was your creative impetus? Because most people probably, have a hard time trying to come up with some creative, but how are you trying to
You got to
record an
remember
album?
this pandemic that we're experiencing, this lockup, this lock-in, I've experienced that already on a more extreme scale.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's all good. You know what I mean? It's a transition,
Yeah.
So that's a part of my story, a part of my journey. And it's helped me because for me, this lock-in really wasn't as extreme as it would have affected the average person. Because for me, I'm locked in. I got TVs, big ass. Well, I got a projector, so project on the wall. So I got like 100 and something inches worth or whatever I choose to watch splashed on the wall. You know what I mean? I could walk around. I could order food. I got the phone. Like I'm FaceTiming with whoever I don't feel like who we can't see.
Freedom.
You know what I mean? So, man, I had
A good time.
yeah. You know
And
what I mean?
speaking of, because let's talk about the comparison to that, because most people would think that, it's this is oppressive.
I'm forwarding
this is some
from an experience, extreme version
but your
of this.
perspective of it is different from the average, because
Yeah,
most people would think
yeah.
that this is such an
This is
oppressive.
prison. Like, because
Yeah.
I know a lot of people that had meltdowns. I know a lot of people that we see it. Even, people in clean clothes, that's really crazy. You know what I mean? And this is a shock. You got to think like you've been your whole life being able to get up whenever you feel, even if you don't choose, just knowing that you could wake up at 3 a.m. and go to the corner store or the shop. There's a shop somewhere that's open at that time before all of this. You know what I mean?
You saw them 24 hours.
You see what I'm saying? Like you could feel, away in your house and find just a street corner vibe, a speaker playing with people holding a vibe. And we don't realize how much we're dependent on that, or how much that really is a part of our therapy until we lose it.
Yeah.
So when all that was stripped from us, a lot of people went crazy.
True.
Just like when people get locked up, they go crazy. That's why they have a mental ward in every prison. You know what I mean?
So how were you able to I guess it's because you had the luxury that you probably didn't have, some of the amenities that you didn't have in prison. It wasn't as difficult for you. It almost feel like it's not that bad.
The most difficult thing for me, which I think was the most difficult thing for almost everybody, was just the financial opportunities.
Yeah.
Like being able or not being able to go out and make money the way that we're used to. Or we're
as an
conditioned
artist, right?
You know what I mean? Yeah. So that was my major. It took a lot of adjustment to be able to, because everybody had to chop stuff, look at stuff and say, all right, this is a want and not a need. This is, we all had to do that. So, yeah, but after doing that and then adjusting, because you had to adjust, you know what I mean? After doing that and adjusting, it was like, all right, let's get to work.
All of this affect like the launch of your sneaker line with Ava go on and all them things.
Yeah.
The sneaker line. I got something on the way. I got the 3rd installment. I'm gonna call them the dark side because they triple black, all black suede with black python. Shout out to Dino Martinez. Shout out to the people in Italy that's handcrafting these things.
Where they sold though? Cause
here.
Where?
The problem with houseofjakal.com.
Okay.
Yeah,
online.
I got my website. You know what I mean? And then when I have the chance, like I'll personally order bulk stuff. And then for people that's in Jamaica, when they order it, you know what I mean? I'll just give it to them. So that cuts out the shipping thing. Because the shipping, y'all know how that shipping thing for here is.
Custom is a bitch.
Yeah, they murder us. They do us wrong all the time. But shout out to the Lujo brand, man. And again, Dino Martinez, the designer. You know, it's special. It's a blessing.
See Papi Gita endorsement.
Yes, shout out to him. You know what I mean? He in Africa right now doing what he do on the Gold Coast, I think. You know what I mean? But yeah, he definitely gave me a strength with that, man. You know, it's a blessing. Like I said, everything is a blessing the way it's happening. You know, the way it has happened and is continuing to happen. Yeah, it's a big blessing. And I got the third pair of sneakers on the way, and for each sneakers, there's a pair of glasses that go with them.
I think
combo.
like the one that we have on, you know.
Yeah, these will go with the originals, the gold and blacks. You know, so these is called the Mansa Jackals. You could also shout out to you know, paying homage to Mansa Jackal. Mansa Musa, the richest black man ever in history to ever walk the earth. So I just felt like, you know, kind of people's gonna ask, yo, who is Mansa? Why you named it Mansa? Or they're gonna research it and be like, oh,
I learned
so, you know, a little piece of history, black history, and what I'm aspiring for. I would love when it's all said and done for them to say that Jackal was the richest black man to walk the earth, or just man to walk the earth in his time, you know. So that's a
Jack, me understand. We're not give the hook up, yo. And none of the sneaks, now the merchandise.
COVID. I'm gonna blame it all on COVID. We've been locked in. We haven't been out because if we,
man, if you do the better, Jakal. If you do the
Alright,
better,
I'ma fix
we
this.
family, bro.
that's a fact. That's a
We
fact.
family,
From the very
bro.
beginning.
And you ain't give us the hook up,
From the
bro.
very beginning. Now you got the hookup. You got my number directly. You can
Hear
holler
him
at
with
me,
your accent.
and I'm gonna send you the link. You know what I mean? With
someone.
the discount code.
Of course.
You feel me? We might could even make like a nightly fixed discount code. So all
And
the
we
real
can just be
original-
brand ambassadors. I don't know.
Something we
Can
can
work-
work
something
something
can
out, you know,
work
because
out.
y'all definitely played a part in my situation. Y'all been there from the very beginning.
See it there?
And that's one thing with me. I try to always just not pay homage, but just stay loyal and close and be aligned with the people who's been there from the beginning. you
Same
know?
here, bro.
Yeah.
And we talk about the album here, though. The first track there, that's who. You're talking your shit, bro.
I am.
Sound like you throw some word out for some people out there.
I wouldn't say that.
Yeah.
I would say clarification.
Oh, Z?
I was being clear. I feel like right now it's a lot of rappers on the local scene. And it's a good thing. You know what I mean? That's a great thing because everybody's going to reach out to somebody else. Everybody's going to get someone else's attention. And for here, where they don't really take us seriously or they don't even look at Jamaica as a rap hub per se, you know what I mean? That's great. But at the same time, I also feel that, you know, it should be clear that I'm the one that really kicked the door off, I feel. You know what I mean? Like, people did it before me. People are doing it while I'm here. People will do it after. But I feel I'm doing it at the highest quality. I feel like I'm the best. You know,
Well, you have
and,
to think that way.
Yeah, I don't think anyone should take that personal.
Yeah.
You know, I really feel like that.
Just
And I
like
think-
other rappers that dispute that.
I don't know. Not to my face. No one's never came to me and said, yo, I feel or whatever. But you hear stuff, you can't feed into it. But I just felt like, yo, this is my position and this is how I feel.
We hear some things, you know, Scantana, like, him gonna talk some things and say, yo, him is that nigga.
See? And he should feel like that. He should feel like that. You know what I mean? So it ain't an issue because I don't feel no way with him saying that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That probably made me want to go home now and go record something that make me feel like, all right, this is undisputable. That's how I record my music.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I feel like even the album, it's 11 songs on there. You know, I chose 11 or we chose 11, me and Rush, because we doing everything.
Perfect number, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like that's the only way you could have number one more than one time and it still being one. And then you have 111 and after that, I'm not going to do an album with 111 songs. And I'm definitely not going to drop an album with one song. You know,
That's not an album.
You feel me? Yeah, that's a single.
I think they call it a single.
Yeah, you know, so we dropped 11 songs on there because each of them individually, I personally feel can be a number one, could reach number one on whatever chart that it fits in that category. You know, so we just put a great body of work together that told the story of my transition to this point.
I mean, my favorite song on it is the foot on the next with Black Hero.
Shout out to Black Hero anywhere he at, man.
And
you know?
Munga one.
Yeah, shout out to
Collab.
Munga YKTV.
Really good, really
you
good.
Know what I mean?
So,
Yeah,
was it easy to just link up with them too during this whole pandemic? Was it easy to just say, "Yo, I got an album. I want
for
you
them,
on it"?
Yeah, for them, because the little bit of time we do have outside, you know, our paths cross a lot. Actually, I met Black Hero just on a live. He was on live one day. I think either him or Nation Boss, but I was on the live watching it, and they requested me or they tapped me in, and that's that same day I met Nation Boss. I met Black Hero, you know, and we just connected. I think after we got off the live, exchanged contacts, and he called me a couple of days later, like, "Yo, pull up to my house," and I went. You know what I mean? I jumped in my car, drove out to St. Thomas. We was there, chilling.
Black Hero?
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah, he live in St. Thomas.
Rough drive, huh?
Well, he lived right at the edge, so it wasn't really, you know what I mean? It's not that far. He lived real, like 9 mile, real close to Bull Bayside.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so it's not that far in. Yeah, so I went, we was smoking, reasoning, and Biggs, Shatta Biggs was in the next room, and he just started playing the rhythm. The rhythm just started blasting through the speakers. And literally, Black Hero started singing the way the song you heard it start. And I was like, oh shit. I put my phone on record. I just went in voice note and put my phone on record. And that's how the whole, I just did my part the same way, the same time. And the phone captured it. And I left. And I think I went over there. We did like 3 songs like that. And I went over there probably like a week after that and actually recorded it. This is the only one out of the 3 songs. No, we did another song. He called me another time and did another song with the next artist. I forgot his name right now, but we did the next song. Those are the only 2 things we recorded. But Black Hero, man, he's real talented. He's real easy to work with. Like everyone that I've never, like, let's say you're an artist. I never be like,
I am an artist.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Or recording artist now.
Yeah, recording.
Whatever. You know, and I'm like, yo.
Different shit.
I never be like, yo, we go to the studio and figure out what we're gonna do. It's always like I reach out and be like, yo, I want to work with you. I love your voice, or I like what I've heard from you. I want to work. And whenever we link up, we end up reasoning, and that reason turned into a song. It's the same thing that happened with Jesse Russ. The same thing that happened with Munga. You know what I mean?
So it's just like vibes and how it flows before the music gets.
And then it turns into music. Because every artist walks around with a bunch of beats in their phone. So when you say something, I'm like, oh, hold on a second. Listen to this beat right here. And we just make something crazy or the other way around. So that's why everyone that I've worked with is so easy, man. And that the music just sounds so smooth and cohesive because no one's trying.
Yeah.
It's like we talking, for real.
I seem like you just have a knack for connecting with people too, because I seen enough people music video and just when you're out about it, you're part with likes of Popcorn, Javinci and them people.
Yeah.
What you owe that to? That knack for connecting with people.
I mean, my personality,
yeah,
you know what I mean? But also, realistically, we also I gotta take into consideration that I'm a rapper, and everyone that you've named is either a dancehall or a reggae artist.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't really see me as a threat. So it's not like linking up with another, like a dancehall artist linking up with another dancehall artist, or they're always gonna be some kind of feeling like, yo, you're trying to take my space, or we're competing for the same space. You know what I mean? And that kind of causes a problem, I believe, in relationships. And it's the same thing like you have a radio program, you know, you have a major platform, you know. How many other people of your stature and caliber you're cool with, that you could hang out with and really chill and be human, regular with, you know? I don't know.
Almost none of them. All of them lame.
You see what I mean? You know?
That's not the case. You see, people are going to take it serious. That is why we have no friends, Nara.
You see what I mean? All right. But look now. It's the same thing with artists.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's hard to make, like, in America and England, a lot of the rappers ain't friends. A lot of R&B singers don't really part together because their income, if you fucking look in, let's say, Japan, with whatever is the popular music in Japan, you're not gonna find them artists over there hanging out together because we're all creators and everybody's trying to create in a unique way to maintain their own identity. You know what I mean? And it's just human nature. If you see something you like, you're gonna emulate it or you're gonna copy it to a degree or do your version of it.
Yeah.
You know, so if you a rapper, I'm a rapper, we hanging out, let's say I dye my hair fluorescent red, and then I see you next week with your hair fluorescent purple, I'm gonna be like,
This
you ain't been thinking about no fluorescent.
Yeah,
Why you on fluorescent
I
now?
treated them around me.
Yeah, you know, and it couldn't even have been that. You could have just decided to start doing that now.
Yeah.
At that moment. You
probably the hairdresser, you see me, they go
It
far
could-
and she just flying back.
we could be sharing the
that's
same hairdresser.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
It's something like, but we're not gonna take that into consideration. I'm just gonna be like, man, you trying to be like me, man. You wasn't been trying to do that. What you doing that for now? You know? So that's what I think. I think that's a major part of it. But
Interesting perspective, though.
after that, when you get to know me, I'm a solid individual. You know, I keep it 100 all the time, even when it don't benefit me. I'm not afraid to say, yo, bro, that's not it. I'm not gonna loud you up. I'm respectful enough to pull you to the side as a man before everything. You know what I mean? Be like, yo, I don't think that's it. And I think people appreciate that because it's a lot of like a yes man. Like the higher up or the more powerful you reach is the harder it is, I believe, for you to listen to people, because it's easy to think that they're agreeing with you just to stay in good grace.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's why even a lot of celebrities or public figures, people feel like it's hard to talk to them. You know, or us, because it's, you know, a lot of times people just want to maintain that good grace for whatever. It don't even have to be for money or nothing. They just want to make sure that they're in the good grace.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna get the real truth. Like somebody ain't gonna be like, yo, Jakal, you slipping, dog. Not everybody. That's why I keep the people around me that I keep.
The collab with Skillibeng, was that like a natural fit?
I initially reached out to him with the first one because we got a pair collaboration.
Yeah.
Sound like I reached out to him and he did it. And when I heard what he did, it sounded like it just a beautiful continuation. Like I couldn't have did it no better. You know what I mean? And it's special. And the song ended up being crazy. You know, the video ended up being crazy. And then he hollered at me for One Life. And it was the same thing. And then getting to know him in real life, the realest.
Yeah,
No
Mr. Say, I
question.
promoting his album, which is coming out tomorrow.
Yeah, Crocodile Teeth.
Yeah.
You know, because it's like, not even with the music. Music, everybody know, untouchable, Mr. Universe. You can't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But as a person, we connect, you know what I mean? I identify with how he's moving, how he does what he does. You know, we have real live conversations about everything. And it's just, he's been consistent in everything from the day I met him up until now. And I don't experience that a lot with artists, especially people that are going up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's something that I appreciate, and I always say it every chance I get, you know, because I don't see that a lot.
You being a rapper, and it seems like he does
He's in the vein of
dancehall
rapping,
trap.
yeah.
You know, see him as potential competition, maybe doing something similar to what you're doing.
And you ever think like, cause you're rap,
Right.
you ever think of trying to venture into that lane, in a trapper lane, so you can probably get more recognition, more.
All right. that has happened naturally. It wasn't like yo, I'm gonna do this for that, because obviously I'm here. I'm in Jamaica, so everyone around me is talking Jamaican. It's not like I'm not Jamaican, so that's gonna come out, and I express myself musically. So yeah, that's there. You know what I mean? You hear that, and you're gonna hear more of it. You know, the longer I'm here, because it soaks in and it continues soaking in. You know, even a lot of the beats or rhythms on the album, they're actually dancehall rhythms.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just rapping on them because it's my culture. That's what I'm a part of. That's what started rap.
You as a rapper, what's your perspective of dancehall trap and that whole sound?
Excuse me.
Because even like Skillibeng, it seems like he might get a whole heap of slack feet and people are saying he might lean a bit too much into it.
I think that as with every time there's a new sound, it takes a while for people who's been conditioned or who's been listening to something else accept that. Because remember a couple of years ago, all the artists right now that's here, the culture or people were saying the same thing. They were receiving the same flack. You know what I mean? It's just because he's the first one to really forward out doing it the way that he's doing. And then I can't really look at the critics. You have to look at them. You got to pay attention to them. They're there. But I pay more attention to the people, the supporters. The overall majority of the people is supporting this. Yeah. You know what I mean? So if you're not supporting it, there's probably a disconnect that has to do with you. You know what I mean? Because, bro, if everybody's walking up the street on the left-hand side and someone is walking in the opposite direction, they might be right, but who's off? Someone is not seeing things the way that everyone else is seeing it. You know what I mean? In my opinion, from what I see, the overall majority is tapped in with what he's doing. And they appreciate it, because why would they keep playing it so much? Why would we be hearing it everywhere?
I think especially a younger demographic. Yeah.
They understand different.
Yeah. They
He's
get the
communicating with probably the people that is saying that are not connecting with it. He's probably not even trying to connect with them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't know. You know what I mean? But that's my opinion. I think it's simple, cut and clear.
So tell people where they can copy it, where they can get it, how they can support the transition.
The album.
The album on all platforms. Anywhere you get music from, you could get it. You can support that. It's quality music. Ain't no skits on there. I wasn't playing around.
But this is Johnny one. I said, I skip this or them here to some. I said, I want the best song
Monday to Sunday.
Song about it.
Yeah, Monday to Sunday. Shout out to Johnny Wonder. He also distributed the project.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So it's Kisco Hype produced on there. Bob Rhythm produced on there. Foot on Their Necks, he produced that. You know, Y Rush produced probably about 70% of that. You know what I mean? So it's just music. When I hear the beat, they say when you hear the beat, you can't refuse it. You can't say no. Just
you definitely bop to it. I was like, yeah,
you can't.
I like these songs.
Some bops this.
You feel me? That's a blessing. I feel like when I hear that, I haven't heard a negative response. But what people tell me is they wish that I would have put more songs on there. Like
no, I think 11 is good.
Yeah, these times.
I think 11 is good.
Yeah.
11 a good number.
Yeah.
In these times, like, we just want what we want. We can't really sift through it no more because we don't have the patience. You know what I mean? You want to hear that.
You don't need no filler songs or nothing. Just good hits.
Quality right out there. Let me listen to this. Oh, I could rock with this. All right, this helps me get through my day or my mood or when they're working out. A lot of people working from home now, so you need music playing to keep you going because, again, we all transitioning into something different. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, the transition, you could get that everywhere. Support that. Quality music, 11 songs. Shout out to Mungo, shout out to Javinci, shout out to Black Hero.
Like them featured it too.
What I mean?
Good features, isn't it?
Yes.
Yo, as we say, Jakal a family. I know so not lie to you, Jakal. first time I meet you, the sound music a little rough around the edges, isn't it? But we see the improvement and the growth. Every album we hear from you, me hear improvement.
True.
And me just have a big
That's a
up on
blessing. I
that,
think
isn't
that's
it?
what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, man. Where the people can find on the socials.
I am the Jakal everywhere. IAMTHEJAKAL. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, everywhere. You know, Vivo, Jakal Vivo. Go watch those videos. The Foot on their next video with Black Hero right now, going crazy.
Foot on the
You know,
next.
yeah, we some urban legend. Yeah, you know what I mean. That one right there. A lot of people love that. A lot of people love. I know that I'm gonna make it, get it right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because it's like even with a song like "Get It Right," I know all of us at one point and sat there in our house, especially when we was locked in and couldn't go nowhere. Like, yo, I know that I'm gonna make it. I gotta make it.
You have to.
I gotta make
Positive
it.
reinforcement.
You know what I
Need
mean?
more than
So-
ever them time.
True.
That's when I'm locked in. Like, yo, I gotta make it. I know I'm gonna get it right. I gotta adjust to this. The world is changing. One thing I do know, there are people who continually are successful no matter what's going on. You know, so I don't got no excuse. You know, I don't know about nobody else. So like my music really just be motivating the people that's a part of the struggle that I've been a part of or I'm a part of. You know what I mean? Anybody else that log into it, it's a blessing. I appreciate y'all. You know, but this is for people that's going through some real stuff, man. And they know like, yo, I'm gonna make it. From Monday to Sunday, I ain't gonna stop. You know what I mean? Like when Monday forward around again, I'm gonna do it same way. You know the vibe, street life, all this is just addicted. You know, everybody got a girl that they love and they're addicted to. You know what I mean? If you don't, it's a problem. But it's
Everybody.
all right. Most people. Most people. Even women have women that they're addicted to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
True that. True
yeah,
that.
You know what I mean?
True
So,
that.
yeah, it's relatable music for the general public.
Yeah, man. If you're a rap fan, this is something you can listen. This is one of the best rap albums I listen to for the year. I haven't listened to much. Give it. Give it. But of the ones that I've listened to,
Yeah, and it's great. Even if you
but I
only
would
listen
feel-
to this,
fair
you
up,
feel
yeah.
like that is still a blessing because there's something in you that make you feel like, yo, this is good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So big up Jakal.
Yeah.
Don't know the thing, but feel like we're going to smoke vibe and all that. Vibe just chill. You see me?
Yeah,
But we
all
can't
the
wait on
vibe.
the next interview.
Yeah. Big up yourself, Jakal. I
I
read that.
appreciate
feel.
y'all for having me, man. All
See
the
that?
time.
I don't know, say appreciation. I love all the time, bro. Say out.